Welcome everyone, bienvenidos a este análisis visual super dinámico. Today we're doing something a little different, doing a deep dive into airport English y lo vamos a hacer exactly 50-50, 50% en inglés y 50% en español, seamlessly blending both languages. So, let's jump right in and see how everyday airport conversations actually play out, apoyados por las figuras móviles que tenemos preparadas en nuestra presentación. Let's go! So here is the flight itinerary for today's explainer, el mapa exacto de nuestro recorrido. Primero, check-in y equipaje. Number 2, control de seguridad. Then we hit Puertas y Embarque, followed by number 4, En el Avión. Después, the always intimidating Inmigración y Aduanas. And finally, number 6, Llegada y Reclamo. Un viaje completo de principio a fin. Alright, starting right off with section 1, check-in y equipaje. Esta es, literalmente, la fase 1 del viaje. And let's be honest, la preparación antes de llegar a la terminal ahorra muchísimos dolores de cabeza. Being prepared is half the battle, right? Let's look at this crucial distinction. On one side, we have the carry-on bag, o sea, la maleta de mano. That's the one that stays with us in the cabin. Y por otro lado, the checked bag, que es la maleta facturada, la que va directo a la bodega del avión. Why does this really matter? Well, if we check in online beforehand and only bring a carry-on, podemos saltarnos el mostrador por completo, literally skipping the line. Un ahorro de tiempo tremendo. Now let's break down that typical counter interaction. Tenemos el airport agent on one side and the passenger on the other. The agent is definitely going to ask, "Are you checking any bags today?" Aquí simplemente declaramos el equipaje. But listen closely, because the ultimate safety question is coming. Did you pack any liquids, batteries, or sharp objects? Líquidos, baterías, u objetos afilados. It is absolutely crucial to confirm that no prohibited items are in the bags. Una vez superado esto, they hand over the boarding pass with the gate number, el número de puerta, and we're good to go. Moving right along to section 2, Control de Seguridad. We all know this part can feel super stressful, but honestly, with the right vocabulary, this checkpoint becomes a piece of cake. So here is the exact sequence, the universal airport dance. Step 1, place laptop and liquids in a separate bin. Esa palabrita bin es súper importante, significa bandeja. Step 2, remove shoes and belt. Hay que quitarse los zapatos y el cinturón. And finally, step 3, step through the metal detector. Pasar por el detector de metales. Just follow these steps and it's completely painless. Pero, a ver, what happens if the metal detector actually beeps? Enter the pat-down. The definition is pretty clear. Es una revisión manual súper rápida by a security officer. No hay razón para entrar en pánico. It's just standard protocol, even if it makes our heart skip a beat. Pero ojo, a huge reminder here based on our source material. Never, ever joke about dangerous items. Jamás se debe bromear sobre bombas o armas en esta área. Security takes everything literally, so it is definitely not the place for comedy. Which brings us to section 3, Puertas y Embarque. This is where the real waiting game begins, y prestar atención a la información visual es absolutamente vital. Let's talk about our best friend at the airport, the departures board. Saber leer este tablero es clave para sobrevivir. Let's decode this real quick. On time significa, por supuesto, a tiempo. Delayed is the one word nobody wants to see. Significa retrasado. Then we have boarding, que indica que ya están embarcando. Final call is la última llamada. Cancelled is pretty obvious, cancelado. And gate, la puerta. Mastering these English terms means anyone can figure out their flight status in cualquier aeropuerto del mundo. Now, consider this golden quote. Could you tell me how to get to... ¿Podría decirme cómo llegar a? I mean, what an absolute lifesaver of a phrase. Si alguna vez hay confusión en una terminal gigante, esta es la forma más educada y efectiva de pedir direcciones. It solves the problem instantly, and honestly, the airport staff will really appreciate the polite approach. Okay, so once at the right gate, it's time to listen closely. First thing we'll hear is, now boarding group or zone. Las aerolíneas siempre abordan por grupos, right? Así que hay que revisar el pase de abordar para saber cuándo nos toca. And secondly, si escuchamos final boarding call followed by a specific passenger name, well, that means the gate is literally about to close. Básicamente significa que hay que correr porque el avión se va. Y we made it! Section 4, En el Avión. Celebremos que logramos superar el terminal y subir al avión. Now we shift our focus to the interactions with the flight attendant, donde el vocabulario cambia por completo, pero sigue siendo súper importante. Let's look at this amazing contrast for asking for things in flight. On one side, the super direct, kind of harsh demand, give me water. Dame agua. Not great. On the flip side, the highly recommended, extremely polite way. Could I have some water, please? ¿Podría darme un poco de agua, por favor? The tone shift here is massive. Using could I have ensures a much better, friendlier interaction con la tripulación. Always go for the polite option.
During that flight attendant safety presentation, we are definitely going to hear some essential terms. Fasten your seatbelt. Abróchate el cinturón. The tray table. Esa mesita plegable que tenemos enfrente. Overhead bin. El compartimento de arriba para el equipaje de mano. Emergency exit. Salida de emergencia. And of course, oxygen mask. La máscara de oxígeno. Comprender este vocabulario es absolutamente vital para un vuelo seguro.
All right, touchdown. But wait, now we face Section 5, Inmigración y Aduanas. Yeah, it can seem pretty intimidating, pero cuando desglosamos las preguntas, it's actually super predictable and easy.
Let's analyze the big three immigration questions. El oficial casi siempre va a preguntar lo mismo. First, purpose of your visit. ¿Cuál es el motivo del viaje? We can just say vacation, business, o visitar familia. Second, how long are you staying? ¿Cuánto tiempo se quedan? For example, 2 weeks. And third, where are you staying? ¿Dónde se alojan? Aquí simplemente damos la dirección del hotel. Seriously, having these specific answers locked and loaded makes the whole process so smooth. Es la llave maestra para entrar al país sin problemas.
Moving right into customs, we have this absolute gem of a phrase. Nothing to declare. Nada que declarar. It's so crucial to say this with confidence, as long as, we aren't actually carrying restricted things like fresh food or plants. Si el equipaje cumple todas las reglas, just hit them with a confident nothing to declare and proudly keep walking to the exit.
We are in the home stretch, folks. Section 6, Llegada y Reclamo. Oh, the relief. The airport journey is almost over. Solo nos falta recuperar las maletas facturadas and get out of there. Pero para encontrar esa maleta, there is one specific word we absolutely need. Carrusel. Esta es la cinta transportadora circular donde salen las maletas en el área de reclamo. Conociendo esta palabra, it's super easy to ask any airport worker, which carousel is for my flight? Y así saber exactamente a qué número ir. Zero confusion. Finally, we are heading out the doors. Exiting the airport requires just a few key words. Hay que seguir las señales visuales hacia el arrivals area, o sea, el área de llegadas. From there, it's easy to spot a taxi, or find the designated Uber pickup area, or, si la idea es manejar, look for the rental car signs. Knowing this vocabulary means leaving any international airport with absolute confidence. Misión cumplida. To wrap up this entire bilingual breakdown, let's look at this provocative question. Which phrase from this journey is the most important to remember? De todo este viaje, ¿cuál frase consideran que es su verdadero salvavidas? Maybe it's that polite request for directions when we're totally lost, or maybe it's dropping a confident, nothing to declare en la aduana. Pensar en esto y dominar este vocabulario bilingüe es el mejor ejercicio mental antes de volver a volar. So, keep this fresh and safe travels on the next adventure.